welcome to a brand new speed build. Today I have a modern mint eco home, I think is what I called it. It's a very long name. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to call it, then I just decided to call it that. So I'm sorry if it's kind of a long name and kind of like a mouthful, but it's fine. But this is a house for one of you guys again. So if you didn't know, I love making homes for you guys, and I have done it several times now, and I absolutely love it. And if you want me to build you a house, or I guess you and your Sims a house, feel free to fill out a form that is linked in the description box. And I've said this before, but it doesn't always come up as a link, but there is if you go to the About section on my channel page and then scroll to the bottom with my social media links, there is also a link to this form. That should work. So if you want me to build your house, just fill that out, but be prepared that I won't be able to do it for the entirety of November. It will not be done until sometime in December. If you didn't know, I'm pre-recording the entirety of November. For me, it's currently November 4th. I'm not exactly sure when this is going out, so yeah. This might not go out until a couple of weeks, so I'm not exactly sure, but I am pre-recording and I won't be able to even, I think, at least open the game. Well, maybe to post builds on the gallery, but that's it. So yeah, if you want me to build your house, I won't be able to do it until December, so I am sorry about that, but yeah. So Gaia, I think is how you pronounce your name. I am so sorry. I think it's Italian, and I do not speak Italian. I wish I did. Italian, it's such a beautiful language, but I don't, so I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, which I most likely am. But she asked if I could build a house, or she filled out the form, and let me just tell you, I'm speaking kind of directly right now to Gaia, I think. You are probably the nicest person I have ever had contact with. Oh my god. I've almost cried so many times, happy tears, because you're so nice, and I had so much fun doing this. And I will also be doing another home for her, but not until December, unfortunately, but she asked if I could do another home, and I will. And you're so nice, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for asking me to do this. It was so much fun. And I think you might have got from the you might have kind of understood from the mint part of the name. This is for the Not So Berry challenge. So this is for Not So Berry challenge, but it doesn't have a budget. I will go through kind of what she said that she wanted, but it doesn't have a budget, but it definitely does have items specifically for that challenge. I almost said channel. No, for that challenge, because I did put kind of a lot of science, the things you use in science career. I did put some of those items in the office and some other things, so you definitely could play in this house if you don't do or if you are not doing the Not So Berry challenge. So you can definitely play in this house still. You just maybe have to customize it to what you want and need, and I'm totally fine with that. Whatever you do to it, don't upload to gallery, and I'm fine with whatever you do to it. So yeah, so you can kind of make it into your own house as if it doesn't if you're not playing the challenge. But if you're playing the challenge, again, not channel, it's challenge. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm gonna be doing so many voiceovers this week that I'm slowly starting to lose my mind, and yeah, I'm sorry about that. But so to what she wanted and needed for the house, she wanted it to be built in Oasis Springs, more specifically on this lot, which is Vista Quarry, I think is maybe how you pronounce it. Again, I don't know how you pronounce that, but we're just gonna go with that. It's in the kind of mid-century modern place in Windenburg, or not Windenburg, oh my god, Oasis Springs. Why did I say Windenburg? This is not even close to Windenburg. Yeah, it's in Oasis Springs, and it's a 40, oh my god, no, I'm stumbling over words a lot today, and I'm saying the wrong thing over and over again. It's a 30 by 20 lot, not a 40 by 20 lot. No, it's a 30 by 20 lot, so it's not too big, it's not too small, it's a perfect size, at least for me. And then she wanted to be modern and eco, and I did message her and ask if she wanted it to be kind of mid-century modern, because of the rest of the builds in this area, or if she just wanted to be modern, and she said that any type of modern. So I decided to do this, and I did go off of a picture from Pinterest. very I guess the shape of the house, but then everything else I did not do. So I did kind of make it my own, and it does have some mid-century modern elements, I would guess, maybe like maybe the roof and stuff like that, but I don't really know. I do really like how this turned out, and I really like that I was able to go outside of my comfort zone a lot. This is not something I usually build, but I did absolutely love doing this. I did struggle a little bit with the interior, and we will get to that, but with the exterior, I really, really like it, and I definitely think that it's one of the best modern builds I've done, maybe. I don't know, is that, I don't know, maybe that's not true. I don't know, I don't build that much modern homes, I don't build that many modern homes, although I have posted like 3 in the last 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm pre-recording, so I'm not really sure, but I did build a few, so that's fun. And then she, because of course it's for the Not So Berry challenge, and it's the first generation, she needed to be kind of mint and green, and that's what I did. At least I tried. I didn't want it to be too overwhelming, so if you're not playing the challenge, you could still have this house without any problems. So it's more like accents of it, and I prefer that. I don't like when it's like one solid, like I don't really like when it's like one color all the time. Well, sometimes in like kids' rooms, that's fine, but like for an entire house with the exterior and interior and everything, it can be a little too overwhelming. So I definitely think I made the right choice by doing just like accents of it. And then she, obviously, because it's, again, a Not So Berry house, she needed the child's bedroom, which is actually a toddler bedroom, to be red. So that's what I did. And then she needed a kind of like office area where there's like laboratory stuff, you know, the science things. So the fake garage that I made, like kind of that area, it's a very big office area. It's like huge and I did struggle a little bit with like kind of this house in general. I did struggle a lot with the interior, but that room was like huge for an office. But I did put I kind of like split it into kind of 2 separate rooms, not really, but kind of, because I did use platforms, so it makes wow, it makes a little bit more sense. I'm sorry, my words are not gonna be working today. I think my like grammar is not gonna work today, I feel like, so that's fun. But yeah, so I did kind of split it up, but there are definitely, I think, maybe not all the science things you need probably, but most of them, I'm not really sure. It was a very, like, I have played the Not So Berry challenge, but it was a very, very long time ago, so I don't really remember what you need, so yeah. But then I also did put because I think you have to like collect all the elements or something like that, so I did put that thing where you have the elements, so I did put that as well. And then she also wanted a laundry room, so I did that. So there's 2 bathrooms and 1 laundry room. The laundry room is also kind of big, so that's fun. If you need another bathroom, you can easily like make that into a combined area, or if you don't want laundry at all, you can just make that into a combined area. Or if you need another bedroom, you can make the laundry room into a bedroom. There's definitely a room to kind of customize it. And then she also said that she wanted it to be for 1 cat and a dog, so I did add stuff for them. And then for the packs that I could not use, she did own a lot of the packs, so I will just say the ones that I definitely did not use. And then I might not have used other packs as well, but these ones are for sure not in this build. And if you see them here, I don't think I used them in this, but if I accidentally did, the version that is up on the gallery and the version that is in the screenshots definitely does not have these items. And those are Luxury Party, Spooky Stuff, Vintage Glamour, Vampires, Nifty Knitting, Journey to Patio, Busted Dust, and Courtyard Oasis. Otherwise, she had all of them, so those packs won't be here, but I think probably most of the other ones will, so yeah. But that's basically the background for the house, I guess. So again, if you want me to build your house, I would love to. Just again, know that it won't be done until like December, probably late December, because I do have at least 2 other builds that I need to do before that, and I do have some other things, so we'll see. I don't want to stress myself, so you know. But yeah, actually this is my second Not So Berry home. Oh, what, technically 3rd, but second first generation Not So Berry house that I've done on the channel. I did one a few months back, like probably right around, not, I was gonna say when I started channel, no. It was around I don't know, I want to say like January, February probably. And I made that also for a friend of mine, for my friend Versa, or Versa, I'm not sure. He doesn't make videos anymore, at least I think so. I think he deleted all his videos, which is real unfortunate, but that house is still up on the channel. And I also made like the second generation, so the roast generation, I also made that house for him as well. So if you want to check them out, you can do so. But this is I don't know. That was also the first generation, like the mint house for that I made for him, was also a modern build. I built it in Solani, I think. I was going to say it's the only build I built in Solani. It's not. I did build the like Christmas build last year in Solani as well. I don't like that build. I hate that build, like looking back on it. I like the idea of it, like having like a tropical Christmas house, but I don't like the execution of it, like how I made that. So maybe don't check that out. But the generations, the Not So Berry house that I did, I liked it fine. That one had a budget. This does not have a budget at all. And yeah, that's I don't know. I wanted to mention that in case you wanted more like Not So Berry homes. And I think I don't know, if you want me to build other Not So Berry homes, please let me know. I would love to build some. It's a really fun challenge to do that, so that's fun. I did mention before that I did play it, but that was like years ago, like right around when because if you don't know what the Not So Berry challenge is, it's a challenge where like each generation is a different color, and then they have like a certain career they need to do and like aspirations and like stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun. I think it was Lil Simsy and someone else that created it. I think Lil Simsy was like the main creator of it, but then I know she did it with someone else as well, I'm pretty sure at least, and right around when they like kind of released it or whatever, that's when I like played it, so like years ago, and yeah, it's basically, I think she created it because she wanted to play with like careers and like aspirations and like skills and stuff like that she like you don't normally do. So like the science career is the first generation's career, and then I think the second generation is a politician, if I'm not mistaken, and then I don't know. I never played further than I think the second or third. No, I probably played like till like the yellow generation, which I think at least is the third one. But that was like, again, like years ago, and I don't remember that. But I have like tried playing the first generation like 3 times, so I do know quite a lot about it. But yeah, and I also did look up some things for this house just so I was able to like include everything. But I did have so much fun making this, so thank you so much for asking me to do this. And yeah, so now we are moving on to the interior. Well, we've been here for a while, and like I said before, I did struggle so much with this interior, like so much. And I think a big part of that was because I did go for an open floor plan. So if you haven't been here before, hi, I'm Mal, and I don't like doing open floor plans. Well, I like the look of them, and in real life I think they're really like neat and I like them, but in The Sims, I find like I have a need to fill up spaces. Like I need to fill up spaces, and like you can't really do that when you have an open floor plan. Well, you can. It's just most of the time there's these like awkward like open areas in the middle, because I tend to also furnish like against walls. I've talked about this before as well, but like I tend to furnish like against walls, if you get what I mean. So I often have like just like very random and weird spaces and like in the middle of rooms when I'm doing open floor plans, and I don't really like that. So I did struggle a lot with this house, but I kind of took a break. So I built like kind of the exterior and started on the interior one day, and then I went back, I think the day after or something like that. It was like 1 or 2 days after, and probably 2 days. I think it was like a couple of days because I had school and stuff, so I did not have time. But a couple of days after, probably, or something like that, I went back in and I just had this newfound like, because I was not liking how it turned out, but then after a little break from it, I realized that I can do like platforms, and that would probably help. So you will see here in a little bit we do I do change to like having platforms, which I definitely think was the right choice. It made it so much better, at least in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, I really do enjoy the platforms. Like, they are kind of glitchy sometimes. For me, it hasn't been anything major. Like, I've never had a lot of issues with it, but I know some people have, and that's very unfortunate, but that's just how it is sometimes, you know. This game can be very glitchy at times, but for me, it has, like, platforms have never really been a problem, but yeah, so I'm sorry if that's a problem for you and you're playing in this house. Like, I'm so sorry, but it should be fine. And then just again with like the interior design, like I've mentioned this before, like I don't really do a lot of modern builds. I've been starting to really like them recently, but just interior I always struggle with, and especially for this one where I needed to add some like mint accents or mint green accents, and I didn't know how to do that in the best way without it being like too much. So I did add these curtains from I think Equal Lifestyle, and I kind of used them in this very 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 light mint swatch, and I absolutely love that. I was going to say absolutely like that, but that sounds weird. I absolutely love that. And then I also use from in like the couches, I use the sectional couches from Dream Home Decorator, and I mentioned this before I think in my modern chef's home that they are like so bare without anything like any pillows or anything like that. So I did add pillows, like custom made pillows from like I made them, I put them up and then I kind of readjusted them with the tool mod, and they are actually the meditation stool thing that we got with the spa day update, and then I also added like a few other things just to make it like not as bare, and I did use kind of the mint and green swatch for that, so it's a little better. And then I don't know, I did struggle a lot with the area in between the kitchen and dining area and the living room area. I struggled a lot with that, and I had no idea what to put, so I think I just ended up putting it like a bar, and just plants. I think that's basically what I put there. But also because the windows in this house are like huge, I used a lot of windows from Eco Lifestyle, and also I think some from Discovery University and some probably from Base Game, and like I used a few different types of windows, but they're all kind of like huge. So when you look out, oh, I also used windows from Moschino Stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I used windows from Moschino Stuff, there we go, upstairs, but not downstairs, but the windows are like huge, so if you're looking at the house from the outside, you can definitely like see into it, and I didn't want it to, here's my thing, because when I'm doing houses, I have to think about how they will look in a thumbnail, so I was just thinking like some things like didn't work. Like here, the painting that I use above the console table in the like kind of entry area, I think it looked good here, but I think I put that painting in the office area instead, just because from the outside it looked a little like too harsh, like it was just too much, so I ended up like putting a mirror there, which I think was the right choice. But yeah, so I have to think about that sometimes when I'm doing like builds. So if you're ever wondering like why I'm going like to the exterior and like looking at the build, why I'm doing the interior, that's why, just because I need to know what it looks like. So especially when I have like big windows like in this one. I also want to apologize if you can hear any like background noises, not people talking or anything like that, like I normally apologize for, but if you hear like any, I don't know, like loud sounds or something like that, I discovered in my last couple of voiceovers that I did, because I recorded them and edited them like in like one day, and while I was doing that I discovered that I accidentally, well, I said that I accidentally hit my chair. I didn't really hit my chair, it's just that I can't sit in chairs properly. It's the bisexual in me, I'm convinced, but like I can't sit in chairs properly, so I don't know, I'm sitting a very weird way, which basically means that I have like my legs up in the chair, like I'm like, it's a very weird way. Anyways, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm sitting basically like cross-legged in my chair, and the kind of like armrest on my chair, I'm like my legs are touching them, and sometimes they make weird sounds because this chair is like not old, but I've had it for a very long time, and it's kind of starting to like make weird noises and stuff like that. So if you hear anything, that's what it is. It's kind of sounded like someone was like in my room, like in one of the videos it was like sounded like someone was like in my room and like, I don't know, going through things, and I was like, no, that's just me sitting weirdly in a chair because I am incapable of sitting like a normal human being, but like that's fine. It's totally fine. But yeah, I don't know. That was so off track, but I just wanted to apologize in case you've heard anything. I'm sitting in a little weirder, or not weirder, but a little bit of a different position than I today, just because I knew that might be a problem. So I'm sitting with one of my legs like higher. So hopefully it's not touching as much, and hopefully won't make as much noise. Also, I mentioned this before, but I do talk a lot with my hands. Like right now, I'm holding my pop filter thing with my right hand, because the thing that like attaches it to the table like it doesn't work. Well, it works, but it's like it doesn't really hold it up, so it basically doesn't work. So I have to hold it with my hand, which is a little unfortunate. But that means that my left hand is kind of like just I don't have anything to do with my left hand, so it's moving around all the time, just because I talk a lot with my hands, and I do that like while I'm in conversation with people, so that's fun. I don't know why I do that. Like, I don't know. Let me know if you're the same way, but like, it's weird. Also because like I'm talking with myself, I don't have to prove a point. Because normally like you would talk with your hands to like prove a point or something like that. But like here, I'm talking with myself. Well, obviously like you're listening to this, but when I'm recording this right now, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself at like 8. No, I was gonna say 8. No, it's not 8. It's 6:30 in the evening. I was gonna say in the morning. No, in the evening. I'm just sitting here talking to my computer. That's it. For once, I'm not recording this late, just because my dad was finished with his work early, or like earlier, and so because he has his office area thing right outside not right outside my door, but kind of, and it's like he would be fine if he heard me, because he knows I do this, but it's so awkward when people hear you do it, so or when people hear me do it. So I just kind of waited out until like he's finished with his work for the day, and he finished kind of not early, but I noticed that he was finished earlier today, so I was just like, let me do this now. I have to record so many voiceovers this week. I just want to get this out of the way, so I'm doing that now. But now I think, at least like depending on how well the voiceover syncs up, we are moving upstairs. I am sorry for that little rant of mine. It's nothing new. I always rant about random things, but basically right now we are doing the upstairs, I think, at least depending on. We start with the parents' bedroom. I did struggle a lot with the floor plan for this house, so I did not show you it. I normally don't, but I was like debating, like, should I show you it? But then I was like, no, because I struggled so much with it. But the second bathroom, or the bathroom you will see, is the one that's upstairs, and that is the ensuite to the parents' bedroom, I think. Yes, it is. I was like, did I add a like second door to the toddler's bedroom? I did not, but I did struggle a lot. So there's only 2 bedrooms in this house, but again, like, you could definitely make the laundry room into another bedroom if you need there to be. And then in the kind of toddler's bedroom, I did add a bassinet as well, just because because I don't think she had kids yet, like, in the family, so I just added the bassinet so you can have the baby there in the beginning. But then again, babies in this game are objects, so I decided to do more of a toddler's room, and it is very red. This room, like, very, very red, but it's definitely a contrast to the rest of the house, but I really like it. I think it's really cute, so that's nice. And yeah, I don't know, I'm sorry if my voice is a little weird. Not my voice per se, but like my nose is really stuffed, just because again, every time I'm doing the voiceovers, I get these like sneeze attacks, like I sneeze so much, and I just had one of those, or like my nose has been kind of weird the entirety of this voiceover, so I'm sorry if I sound weird. I'm not sick for once, but I just had these like sneeze attacks because I guess I like don't really speak that much, and then when I speak, I don't know, I get sneeze attacks. Is that like a common thing? Is that like a thing? I don't think so, but there's also a bathroom downstairs. I think I should mention that there is a bathroom downstairs. It's really small, and I did not see the point in showing you it, so I actually did this bathroom first because I knew that I was going to show you this before. So I just decided to do this bathroom first, and then I do the bathroom downstairs, but you won't see it. And yeah. Very simple. Also, there's this hallway upstairs, which is like one of the reasons why I had struggled so much with the floor plan for this house, was because there are 2 balconies upstairs, like one to the front of the house and one to the back of the house, and like the doors for that, like I didn't know, like, do I want a balcony off from like the toddler's bedroom, or like where should the balconies be? So I ended up doing it so that the balconies are like in this hallway that's just upstairs. So It's kind of a weird thing, but like it's fine, it's whatever. And the balconies are pretty simple, I think. I tried to make them kind of cozy, at least in my opinion. I don't really know. I did put like the dining table from Tiny Living, I think, and I never used that one. It's really like you have to use bar stools for it, I think, and I like never ever use it. But because I always forget it, like, 'cause it's not in the table section, like the dining table section. It's like in the like miscellaneous section of like surfaces or whatever it's called, which is really weird, but it's there. So I decided to use it out there on I think the balcony that is to the front of the build. And I just add like a chair there as well. There's also a lot of plants in this house, which is nice. Also, we got the plant kit when you're watching this. We've had it for like 2 weeks, or like 1 or 2 weeks when you're seeing this, I think. No, yeah, probably like a week. And you know, it won't be used in any of the builds because again, I am pre-recording this month, but probably after like December builds we'll probably have a lot of those items because I'm really excited about it. Currently we do not have it in the game like when I'm recording this because again, it is November 4th, but we will have it when you're watching this and I'm so excited for it. But yeah, I think that's basically it for this video and I really hope you liked it, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!